Good morning to everyone. Myself Tejasri, working as guest lecturer in physics. Today I am going to discuss about the topic Dirac notation. So in this topic let us discuss first introduction, next Brown-Ket notations and its certain basic properties. Now coming to the introduction, this Brown-Ket notation is a standard notation for describing quantum states in the theory of quantum mechanics composed of angle brackets and vertical bars, which means in quantum theory we are describing or we are considering everything in the form of states with the help of this Brown-Ket notations. So this Brown-Ket notation is composed of angle brackets and vertical bars, which means we are angle which means here angle brackets. So these were the angle brackets and vertical bars. So this is nothing but bra and ket notation form, which means the left part, this is known as bra and this part is known as ket, and the combination of this bra and ket is represented in this form and is known as bra and ket notation. It can also be used to denote abstract vectors and linear functions in mathematics. So here we are saying that in mathematics we can also denote not only this quantum mechanics, we are considering it as states, but we can also denote the abstract vectors and some linear functions. It is so called because the inner product or dot product of two states is denoted by a bracket consisting of left part called the bra and right part called the ket. This is what I said. This is left part of this bra and ket notation form, which is called bra, and this right part is called ket. This notation was introduced in 1930 by Dirac and is also known as Dirac notation. Brown-Ket notation is widespread in quantum mechanics. Almost every phenomenon that is explained using quantum mechanics, including large portions of modern physics, is usually explained with the help of this Brown-Ket notation. The expression is typically interpreted as the probability amplitude for the state to collapse into the state. Now, coming to this Dirac-Brown-Ket notations, let us first see the scalar product of two vectors psi m and psi n can be defined as. Now, let us see some considering here two vectors and its scalar product. We can define it in some ways. The first one is psi m comma psi n equal to integral psi n star psi n d tau, which means the state of psi m comma psi n is equal to the function or the integration of psi m star, which means conjugate of psi m psi n d tau, and psi m psi n, which we can written as psi m comma psi n whole conjugate. So which means here by this we can say that this psi m comma psi n is equal to the psi m comma psi n conjugate, which means it is not equal to psi m comma psi n, which means it is not equal to the same but is equal to the opposite form. So further we can consider here psi m c psi n equal to c of psi m comma psi n. So this is one form. C psi m psi n equal to c conjugate psi m psi n. So in this form we have written constant value, considering this constant value as c, but in this form when it comes outside it becomes the conjugate form. It means it becomes the opposite of this c, which means so in order here we have some confusion part. So in order to remove these confusions or in order to become easy these mathematical processes, here we are using this Brown-Ket notation forms. This shows that the scalar product is linear with respect to the post factor, while it depends upon the prefactor is antilinear factor, which means the product is linear with respect to the post factor. Here the post factor, here the first one c is here we are considering it as this c as post factor, while this one is we are considering it as prefactors. Prefactor is nothing but before the state. Post factor is nothing but after this state, which means so linear with respect to the post factor while it depends upon the prefactor in the antilinear fashion. To avoid this confusion, Dirac introduced two very important notations called Brown-Ket notation. He considered all possible state vectors V in Hilbert space and denoted by the typical vector by symbol ket. So we are representing this ket in the form of this ket. And into the ket we can introduce symbols denoting eigenvalues, quantum numbers, etc., which specify the space in question. All the ket vectors of the system together form the linear vector space, which may be called the ket space. So this linear vector space and the concept Hilbert space, which were those concepts we have already discussed in our previous classes. So in Hilbert space we consider every state in the form of vectors, and we can here by using this Dirac notation, Dirac-Brown-Ket notation, we represent those vectors in the symbol ket. Here we are saying that, please note this point, we are considering these vectors by symbol ket, which means we are considering these vectors in the form of ket notation. Then the question is, why this Brown notation form, which means since we are considering everything in ket notation form, then what is the purpose of this Brown notation form? So let us see it further. Into the ket we can introduce symbols. With this ket form we can calculate, which means eigenvalues, quantum numbers, and so on, which specify the space in question. So all the ket vectors of the system together form linear vector space, which may be called the ket space. The scalar product of two vectors psi m bar and psi n, denoted by the ket psi m and ket psi n, which means that we are considering the two state vectors. Here two vectors psi m and psi n. This psi m and psi n, and we are denoting with ket notation form as ket psi m and ket psi n. So we can represent it as, so psi m comma psi n of state is equal to bracket of psi m, with the symbols ket psi m is called, bracket bra psi m is called bra vector, considering to the ket vector psi m. In this way, Brown-Ket notation distinguished very clearly between the prefactor and postfactor wave vectors in a scalar product. By merely writing psi m or psi n, one cannot know whether it is prefactor or postfactor, but writing ket psi m, ket psi n clearly tells us that psi m will be the prefactor and psi n will be the postfactor, which means, so as in previous slide, here we cannot consider, or we cannot exactly say whether this C is considering it as prefactor or the postfactor. So what here we are saying is that by using this Brown-Ket notation form, we can easily consider, or we can easily denote these constant values as pre-vectors or post-vectors. Here by this Brown notation form psi m and this Ket notation form psi n, we can say that this psi m is the prefactor and psi n is the postfactor. So, or otherwise, let us see this about this Brown-Ket notation form in more detail. When we have a certain postulates of Hilbert space. So according to Hilbert space, physical state of the system is represented by vector, which means a particular system of its state, we are representing everything in the form of vectors according to the Hilbert space. For example, let us consider psi of r comma t. So the psi of r comma t represents the probability of finding the particle in this of r and at time t, which means a particular state of certain system we are considering this state of the system by representing everything in the form of vectors in Hilbert space. We are considering this in the form of probability distribution according to the quantum mechanics. Therefore, this Ket notation form and this Brown notation form, with the help of this Ket and Brown notation form, we can calculate it. We can calculate this probability distribution, which means, suppose let us consider an example. Let us discuss it more detail with example. Suppose we consider electrons. So the electrons has two spins, which means two states. It's not a particular state, but it has two states, which is electron up spin and electron down spin. So this electron up spin we can denote it in the form of vector form of 1 comma 0, and this electron down spin we can represent it in the vector form of 0 comma 1. So now let us consider this electron up spin. So we can represent it with ket notation form as, this is the ket notation form. So ket psi equal to 1 comma 0. So for this ket notation form, we can represent its function as f of r comma t. So this ket notation form, we can, here we have bra and ket notation forms, which means two states, bra and ket notation form. And since with this ket notation form, we can also calculate its bra notation form, which means this electron down spin is bra notation form. So by writing this bra notation form is equal to, so this bra notation form will be equal to 1 comma 0, which means the ket notation form is equal to, since it has Brown-Ket notation form, it has certain rules, which is the ket notation form is equal to the conjugate of ket notation form whole transpose. Here transpose, which means this bra of psi, this is bra of psi, bra notation form. This will be equal to the ket notation form of conjugate whole transpose. Since this bra notation form, we consider the electron spin as 1 comma 0, and this will be equal to the ket notation form. This bra notation form also we can convert into ket notation form by this, according to this condition, which means it is, since it is transpose, which means rows becomes columns and columns will be represented as rows, which means we can represent it as 1 comma 0. So in Bra, by this we can say that in Bra and ket notation form, we consider or we represent everything in the form of vectors in ket form, which means we represent it as ket vectors form, and we will not represent it in Bra notation form. But here what the condition is, for every ket notation form there will be the Bra notation form, which means if the ket notation form exists, then the Bra notation form is also exists. But this Bra notation form we are converting into ket notation form according to this condition, which means this Bra notation form is equal to the ket notation, which means conjugate to the ket function of whole transpose. According to this, we convert into the ket notation form and we represent everything in the form of ket vectors according to this Brown-Ket notation form. Therefore, this bracket of this wave function represents the inner product space, which means this is representing the inner product space of Hilbert space. This Brown-Ket notation form has certain properties. The first one is about operators. So operation on a ket vector from a left with an operator produces another ket vector. Here we are saying is, for this ket vector, here we are performing an operator a bar which gives another ket vector, which means if we perform any operator on the ket vector, it gives another ket vector. If we perform any operation on bra vector, it produces another bra vector. So if we perform any operator on whether ket notation or bra notation, it gives the same. The second one is about complex numbers. The ket may be multiplied by complex numbers and may be added to give other kets, which means here we are considering the complex numbers, which is nothing but a1 and a2, and the ket form is here capital Q ket and capital R ket. We are considering this as kets, and here saying that the kets may be multiplied by complex numbers, which means these ket values are which means multiplying by the complex numbers is also give other ket, which means if we add any complex numbers to certain kets, it also gives the final value as ket. If ket capital Q assumes all values in certain range, then addition may be represented as, which means with this ket notation form, if we consider to the range, which means certain range to the certain range, then it is represented in the form of integral of Q equal to integral ket Q dq equal to integral T. The sum of two bras is defined as its scalar product with any ket vector is the sum of scalars of ket R and ket S with ket Q, which means the sum of ket vectors is multiplied with another ket vector gives the addition of another ket vectors. Since let us see a plus b into c equal to ab plus ac, since it is mathematical form, so we are representing the same as ket R plus ket S whole of ket Q equal to bracket of RQ plus bracket of SQ. So the third one is about expectation values. The expectation value of an operator in state V, which means linear vector space capital V, can be written in these notations. So general expectation value formula is integral psi star a psi d tau by integral psi star psi d tau. This can be represented in bracket notation form as bracket psi a psi by bracket psi. Now we consider the eigenvalue problem for quantum mechanical state. In these notations, if we operates on a ket psi from left and yields the result, which means if we consider eigenvalues. So in this quantum mechanics, we consider the certain state. So in this state we are representing these eigenvalues. So with an operator ket psi from left yields the result psi, which means here ket psi is an, we are for this ket psi we are performing this operator a gives the result as psi. This is eigenvalue, which means we are considering this a as the eigen operator and this lambda as the eigen result. The another operator is in these notations the set of eigenvalues, which is ket psi 1, ket psi 2, ket psi 3 and so on ket psi m, will be an orthonormal set of eigensets, that is bracket of psi n psi m equal to delta nm, where n or m equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. So these were the certain basic properties of Dirac's bra and ket notations. So finally we can say that this is bra and ket notation form is nothing but it is one of the convenient way to describe the quantum states. We assume that every physical state can be described by ket in Hilbert space. Therefore Dirac defined something called bra ket vector. So this is not ket and it does not belong to the ket space. But we assume every ket there exists a bra and the bra is said to be the dual of ket, which means this bra notation can also represent it in the form of ket notation. So we have the formula ket is equal to the bra notation of conjugate to the whole inverse form. Therefore the Dirac notation is just a way for physicists to make computations easier in quantum mechanics. It basically just gives us symbols to represent objects like vectors, inner products or operators. So this is about Hilbert space on bra and ket notation forms. Let us continue in next class. Thank you.